For centuries, human knowledge has been divided into distinct domains. On one side, we placed objective science, the realm of microscopes and strict equations. On the other, we isolated spiritual mysticism, the subjective territory of meditation and ancient philosophy. Over the last 5 years, researchers mapping the deepest layers of the quantum world and the human brain have reached a conceptual wall. Their data, particularly regarding the nature of awareness, is increasingly difficult to reconcile with purely materialist models. These contemporary equations are beginning to mirror the Upanishads, a collection of Indian texts compiled 3,000 years ago that prioritize consciousness as the starting point for all reality. This overlap suggests that spiritual enlightenment may not be a metaphor. If the ancients and the physicists are looking at the same thing, then unity could be a measurable physical reality. To trace that connection, we have to look at the anatomy of the universe itself, from the quantum vacuum down into the living tissue of the human body. Space is not empty. Modern physics reveals that even a total vacuum is a seething ocean of energy. Measurements of the Casimir effect show virtual particles flashing into and out of existence billions of times per second. The Upanishads describe this baseline of the universe as Sat, the self-existent ground of being that remains when everything else is subtracted. But if this ground exists, how is it aware of itself? This question of how a physical universe experiences anything at all has become the final frontier for both neuroscience and physics. Sir Roger Penrose and Stuart Hameroff developed the ORC-OR model to address this. Their theory, alongside recent iterations of integrated information theory, suggests that consciousness is not a byproduct of biology, but an intrinsic property woven into the fabric of spacetime. In the Vedic tradition, this universal field of awareness is called Chit. The rishis described it as a light without a source, the very medium in which the sun and stars appear. In this model, the human brain functions as a biological receiver for a field that was already present in the quantum vacuum. If consciousness is a universal field, we have to identify the physical antenna inside the human body that is capable of receiving it. The Upanishads map a subtle anatomy of 72,000 nadis, or energy channels, describing prana flowing through them to sustain body and mind. This ancient map reflects the modern discovery of the human fascial web, a continuous body-wide sensory organ. Just as the text described 72,000 conduits, researchers now see a fractal liquid crystalline matrix that sleeves every muscle and organ, providing a preferred pathway for electrical signaling. This tissue is piezoelectric. Mechanical pressure on the fascia creates microelectrical potentials and triggers the emission of coherent light particles called biophotons. The energy body of the ancient yogis and the highly conductive fascial biofield of modern biology are seemingly two descriptions of the same liquid crystalline system. We can activate this system using a mechanical switch, slow, diaphragmatic breathing. Deep inhalation creates pressure gradients that stretch the fascia. This mechanically stimulates the vagus nerve, which increases vagal tone and shifts the nervous system from a defensive state to a receptive one. This physiological shift quiets the default mode network, the brain region that creates our sense of a separate ego. As the internal monologue fades, interoceptive accuracy increases, allowing us to sense the body's internal state with extreme precision. This chart shows the result. As the ego center quiets, we see a surge in high-amplitude gamma synchrony across the entire cortex. This combination, the loss of a separate self and the rise of an incandescent brain, is the biological signature of the state the Upanishads called Ananda. It is the felt taste of an existence that no longer feels a sense of lack. The illusion of separation is even harder to maintain at the quantum level. Bell's theorem and the reality of entanglement prove that two particles, once connected, remain synchronized regardless of distance. The Upanishads summarized this physical non-locality with the phrase tat tvam asi, thou art that. The individual and the totality are mathematically the same. The human body is a specialized biological antenna. It is a piezoelectric biophotonic lattice evolved to recognize that it is a part of the field it is sensing. When you take a deep, conscious breath, you aren't just moving air. You are observing the universe waking up inside your nervous system to recognize its own existence.